Okay, we have to tell equal rows and column pairs. For this, we had been given a grid of size 200 cross 200. Okay, I created a two vector of strings of matrix and transpose and compared. Okay. Okay, what are the ways other people used? Hemant says, okay, Madhusudan used a map. I just used rows and columns to string and compared. Okay, fair. Yeah, Mustafa. So basically what we are talking about is take the entire first row, convert that into a string. The simplest way is if you have 3, 2, 1, did you directly convert into string like this, or you use some sort of separator in between? Yeah, we have to use separator. If you do not use separator, there is a problem. Because imagine if matrix has first row as 13, 2, and 1, and next row as 1, 32, and 1. If we directly concatenate, if we directly make it a string 3, 13, 2, 1, and 1, 3, 2, 1, then they will turn out to be the same. Okay. Yeah, so two approaches were there. First approach is take every array row, convert it into string. So you will form, let's say we use separator hash. So take first 3, hash 2, hash 1. So this is your first row. You created a string out of the first row. And you had to tell a row and column pair that is equal. You had to just count that. So 3 to 1 is a string now. For this string, you are taking a map of string. And what you are doing in that, value wise, what are we storing? How many rows have these values? Yeah, it's frequency. So 3 to 1 occurred one time. Next value is 176 occurred one time. 1 hash 7 hash 6. This is occurring one time. And third value is 277. 2 hash 7 hash 7. This occurred one time. So you went over rows, created the string, and put into a map. Now, if you go over column, 312 is one column, and you check in the map 312. Do we have 312 as any row? Compare that string. 312 in map we are checking. No, so there is no pair we found. Okay. Next one is 277 as column. Do we find that 277 as column? Yeah, that is found as a row one time. So we increment our count by 1 because this column has been found. Then it is 167. 167 is also not there. So second, when you are going column wise, when you are creating a string, you are just checking their frequency in the map and adding that to the answer. Okay, so one approach was this, that yes, use a map of string comma int. Map does solve directly. What do you mean?
We need to identify only, I mean, equal rows and columns, right? The count is 1.
Yeah.
But when you use frequency map, the answer would be 2.
Why? You are just searching.
Correct.
For 277 in the map, 277 as a row. In map, you are just storing rows. You had only one row.
Correct.
You found one column matching that row. So answer is 1. How it is 2?
Okay, I thought you are incrementing the counter.
No, we have an answer. In that answer,
okay, you are adding it.
We are adding it, yes.
Okay.
So imagine if this was 2 times, if there were 2 such rows and you find one column 277. For example, let's say you have 277 as a row, 131 as a row, 277 as a row. If this be the case,
so
map will have
fail for rows.
It will fail for
duplicate. Set will fail for duplicate rows. That's what you're saying.
Yes, set will fail for duplicates, but map will give you the answer. Now, if you see, no, this is the problem. 277, 2. Okay, so 1, let's say 1, 3, 1. Now, if you see for first row, you will store 2772 in the map. This is occurring one time so far, right? 1317 one time.
Yeah.
1317 one time. 2777. No, even this example is not good.
You can go with 272, sir.
27?
2.
Here.
No, with 3.
Yeah, let me write again. Yeah, tell me what matrix you're talking about.
272 as first row.
Okay.
7, 1, some different one. And 7 again last. Yeah, last row 272 again.
272 again. Yeah, this is
Middle row 717 will work, I think. Yeah, anything is fine. Yeah.
272 will also work because there is a column with that. So first row will become 2 hash 7 hash 2. This is occurring one time. 7 hash 1 hash 1 is occurring one time. 272 is now occurring 2 times. So rows updated. These are rows maps. Now, if you look at the first column, which is 272, that is matching how many rows? 2 rows. So in answer, we get this 2 added. Now 717 is matching none of them. Ideally, this is not matching, so skip that. 212 is not matching, skip that. So column wise, where we are going, we are just searching. Okay, so this gives answer 2. So map wise, map of string comma int. This is each row converted to string and update the frequency row wise. Then for each column, if it match convert to string, if it matches any row, add that row's frequency to the final answer. Okay, that is the first approach. We are saying that will lead to the answer. Okay, second approach, the transpose based approach. Who all use that approach? Transpose wise, somebody said Shivani. Yeah, Shivani, can you unmute and tell what was your approach with transpose?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, first I found the transpose of the matrix.
Okay.
So it will be 312, 277, and 167.
Okay, here if I take transpose, it will become 272, 711, 272. Okay. This is matrix and this is matrix transpose.
Yeah, compared each row with all other rows and incremented the count.
Okay, so basically you are comparing every row with every other row.
Yeah.
Okay. And here, since the constraints were small, although that is a brute force, but that will get accepted.
Yeah, it got accepted.
So basically you took this row and you compared with every row here.
Yeah.
So basically for one row, you are comparing that with 200 rows. And each row comparison will take another 200 time. So ultimately, can we say our time complexity is 200 into 200 into 200? Worst case, is that right?
200 into 200, right?
So if you are comparing row
Yes,
1
yes. 200 into 200,
yeah.
yes.
So row 1 with column 1, column 2, column 3.
Yeah.
Okay, and one row and one column comparison takes R time complexity, right?
Yeah.
So this is R into C. And this turns out to be 8 into 10 to the power 6, which is within the bounds of getting accepted.
Yes.
Yes, that will also work. So other people used hashing and you directly used the transpose approach. Now, one question for you. If you would not have done the transpose, could you have compared each row of the matrix with column of the same matrix?
Yes, we can do in that way also. Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't have to copy. You could have managed with that. So space complexity could have been
Extra
reduced.
space.
Yeah, but okay, constraints wise, space was not an issue, and time wise, anyways, this is still beating the constraint, so it would have got accepted. Okay, now one more question in general. Let's say if this problem said that numbers are single digit number only, there'll be no 2-digit numbers, although it said that it can have numbers from 1 to 10 to the power 5. But if numbers were single digit numbers, then we could have directly appended them. Is that right? Yes. So I'm just trying to modify the constraints of this problem just to make a easier version of this problem. Let's say if size of the matrix was maximum 10 cross 10, and if the grid ij values were between 1 and 9, let's say, in place of forming strings, could we have any other approach rather than taking a map of string? Could we have any other approach? So string conversion is what I'm blocking you from doing. Yeah, guys, any other approach that comes to your mind apart from using string? Some will not work because 6 plus 4 is also 10 and 4 plus 6 is also 10. So if I ask you, if I give you 3 digits, let's say one digit is, if I say unit digit is 5, tens digit is 3, and hundreds digit is 4, how do you actually form a number? How do you form a number? If I ask you to build a 3-digit number, 4 is hundreds digit, this is tens digit, this is units digit. How do you form the number? Yeah, 4 into 100 plus 3 into 10 plus 5. Can we use this approach to convert each row into numbers? You see the constraints are very small. Rather than forming a string, can we form the numbers? Yes. So easy thing would be to start backward, add 2 and take a power of 10 as just 1. 2 into 1 into the answer. Then take this 2, change it to 10. 10 into 2 plus this number. Take this 100 into 1 plus whatever number you found, plus this into 1000. So 3 into 1000, 1 into 100, this 2 into 10 plus this. So you can form a number. And can we take a map of long, comma int? So you are saying my first number is 3122 and its frequency is 1. Next you say my number is 1445, frequency is 1. Next you say 2422, frequency is 1. So whatever string we were forming, we had to form a string because concatenating them into numbers would not have worked. That was one challenge. And second challenge was digits can be more also. Okay, this idea is making sense to everyone. For smaller constraints, we could have solved the problem just by using mathematics rather than using strings. Yeah. Okay, so shall we move to the next problem?